100 Mike Tysons in his prime versus one gorilla. How do you think that'll turn out?
Gorilla's in a lot of trouble. Trouble. He's in so much fucking trouble. Yeah.
Prime of you?
Oh man, we gonna have him in a full Nelson.
Here's the big one. I don't know if you know this, but over the last few days on social media, there's been a big debate. Could 100 men beat up, essentially kill one gorilla?
Ooh, that's a great question. How big is a gorilla? Let me just Google that.
Yeah.
Like, how big is a fully grown gorilla? Let me just make sense of that.
Okay.
Because I've seen gorillas in person in like close-up scenarios, and they are scary, like scary things. Weight of an adult. Should I put silverback?
Sure. Bigger.
Yeah,
this one.
Weight of an adult silverback. Okay, so an adult silverback weighs between 300 and 500 pounds. So
100 men.
I would say, like, forget me now. Me as a prime strongman, like I was 430 pounds. I genuinely think two, not one. I think one would get mauled to death, but I think two Eddie Hulls at the prime with a combined weight of 860 pounds would dominate a gorilla. You would just pin it down and just hammer fist it to death. I think two big Eddie Hulls would do the job.
Okay, so that was actually going to be my next question after that. The one I was more interested in, how many Eddie Halls would beat up the gorilla? I thought you were going to say maybe like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're saying just two Eddie Halls?
At my biggest. I'm 150 kilo now. At my biggest, it was nearly 200 kilo. So I think at my biggest, I think two Eddie Halls would dominate a silverback gorilla.
Wow. I mean, maybe that's the 2-on-1 that we're talking about. Some sort of. Okay. Could you imagine that?
Yeah, that'd be crazy. Didn't Mike Tyson once try to pay to get in the ring? Was it a gorilla?
Oh, wasn't it a tiger or something? I don't know.
No, I'm sure it was.
Was it a gorilla?
I think it was. I mean, you already get in the zoo in the cage with this gorilla to fight a gorilla, and they wouldn't let him.
100 of me against the gorilla. Who wins?
I don't want to insult you.
No, insult. 100 of me.
Probably the gorilla.
100?
Yeah. I think he would just be one arm. He'd be throwing one person that way, one the other, one over his head. Yeah. I mean, how heavy are you?
I'm 200 pounds.
Oh, okay. So you're about 80 kilos, something like that.
Yeah, what do you think I was?
I don't know. You look quite... Yeah.
What?
A little bit.
We need a workout sesh. You could teach me a thing or two. Some goose eggs or duck eggs. Which is it?
Duck eggs is the one.
We need a few of those.
Who's going first? Who is going first? We're all talking about 100 men v 1 gorilla, but let's just be honest. Who is going to be the one man going first? Because it's not going to be me. First of all, I wouldn't have signed up to that shit anyway, but if I somehow happen to be amongst the 100 men against this one gorilla, I'm not going first. I'm standing right at the back of the queue. I'll be the 100th man, and hopefully by then the gorilla's really tired and hopefully there's still a few guys as well. You know, the gorilla hasn't killed everyone and I'm just the only one alive. Hopefully there's about 20 of us and the gorilla's really tired. But I'm just saying this, who's going first? Because I just got a feeling like this ain't back in the days. Like if this was like 60 years ago, guys were a bit tougher back then. Straight up and down, like 6 o'clock and 12:30. I'm not going first.
Okay, we're gonna settle this right now. The gorilla wins. I'm sorry. This machine of muscle takes down 100 men easily. And I don't care what men. It could be 100 Eddie Halls. Takes them all down. They weigh between 350 to 485 pounds. And they're sitting at about 10% body fat. This is Ronnie Coleman. At his peak at 5'11", he weighed in at between 315 and 330 pounds off season. And his competition weight was between 295 and 305 pounds, sitting anywhere between 3 to 5% body fat. These silverback gorillas have about 10% body fat and weigh like 185 pounds more. Not only that, their bone density is about 30% more dense than humans. I'm only using this picture to give a visual representation. Obviously, gorillas are not this big compared to humans. But let's say all things being equal, the gorilla knows what's up and the humans know what's up. And you got the most ferocious gorilla out there, the most ferocious group of 100 men out there that are not gonna back down no matter what. All the gorilla is gonna do is charge them like a bunch of bowling pins and hit the first few with about 20,800 newtons worth of force. That's 4.5 times the amount of force that an NFL linebacker applies to hitting a receiver across the middle, which that's already like being in a car accident at 35 miles an hour. Now 4.5 times that. So instantaneously within the first 0.1 seconds, there's a few people that are already done because all of the bones in their body that they need in order to fight, shattered, gone. And then that gorilla is gonna grab you, or a few of them, with anywhere between 1,300 and 2,700 pounds of grip strength. Meanwhile, the strongest human grip strength ever recorded was only 322 pounds. And this is an instance where limbs get ripped clean off. The hide of a gorilla is 2 to 4 times thicker and stronger than that of a human. And with as much bone density they have and muscular density they have, punching them is going to be like punching a brick wall reinforced with iron. The gorilla is also going to bite, which is another 1,200 to 1,300 pounds per square inch. It'd be the equivalent of us biting into a grape. So now the gorilla is just going to repeat this process until the rest of the remaining however many humans are left are going to flee and run away. Because the psychological impact of what that gorilla is going to do to the first 10 to 15 people is going to be so bad, I don't care who you are, you're going to give up immediately. The gorilla wins without a doubt. And you got to remember this, not all 100 individuals are going to be able to put their hands on the gorilla at the same time. There's only going to be so much space and so much room for the individuals to surround the gorilla and get hands on the gorilla, if they even can.
Everyone ready, yeah? Ah, mosquito bite. I'm down.
I'm allergic to these trees. I'm sorry. I have to leave. Has anyone else got any issues?
Not really. I don't think so.
Then are we ready?
Yeah. Attack! Attack! You're fools! Not one at a time, all together, all at once.
I'm not dying over this internet meme. I'm going home.
No, don't go. Stay together. Come in tight. We're gonna huddle up and dogpile him.
Where'd he go?
If a fucking gorilla didn't exist, imagine seeing a gorilla. Right. You're like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is that thing? King, huge, hairy, black beast with a giant chest and enormous arms and pounds on his chest, runs on all fours and like fucking fangs. Yeah. And when they fly through the air at each other and clash, smash into each other and fight. Holy fuck, man. If you didn't know that was real, I know, and you ran into a gorilla, you'd be like, what the fuck? By the way, they didn't know mountain gorillas were even a thing until the early 1900s. They were a legend. Yeah. When was the discovery of mountain gorillas? 1902, bro. Damn. Yeah.
One gorilla would batter 100 men.
No way.
You think?
10 or 20 people get bossed up by the gorilla.
Yeah.
No.
But there's no way
100.
it outlasts 100.
100? Do you know how many people?
You know how
100
many-
people?
A gorilla's gonna get tired, bro.
Are you stupid?
Also,
Mate,
if the humans...
do you have the National Geographic Channel? Have you ever seen a silverback in all its glory?
You put a man on the moon, but we can't beat up a gorilla. You have that?
No, you can't
Put a man on the moon. 10 guys on the right hand, 10 guys on the left hand, 10 guys stood on the tail, 10 guys punching his left
This is
face.
stupid.
Gouge his eyes out.
Yeah. 10 guys on the right.
Kick
You've
him
got
in the
50
balls.
guys left over.
Mate, you're so
Kick him in the
stupid.
balls.
You got 10 on the back, 10 on the chest.
Can I just tell you what happens? You're
have to
saying
be
it like
coordinated, though.
the
You can't
first-
just all
the-
run in
So this
willy-nilly.
the first 10 men are all going to die.
No, all at the same time.
You can't run 100 people
can.
towards one. No, because
No, you
somebody
do
is
20
going to
at a
have to be
time.
brave enough to be the first man.
I don't even think you need
And
100
the first man
men.
dies. The second man dies.
I think you
the
need
third man-
60, 70.
I think you need 10 good Bristolians to take these guys down,
It's
man.
so funny.
10 good Bristolians.
It's so
man.
funny.
I know 10 guys would do it.
This is you.
I thought you could
This is a real insight into your character because I know you think you're really strong.
100 men.
You.
Nah, it's 100 men, bro.
How many
Humans.
die?
None. Not in my,
No,
my
someone-
strategy,
You're so
none.
thick.
You serious? You think you're gonna fight against this monster? You think you're gonna win it? Who's the first man to go forward? The first 50 men are done. The next 50 are running for their life. There's no way 100 man without weapons, without any tools, is taking this beast down. No way. 100 average men, 2025. 2025 men, no testosterone. We think we're doing this? No way. That is collateral damage. Did you see the way that beast was moving? Did you see how fast it was moving? Do you know how big his head is? Look at my fist. You know how big that head is? Look at that head. Look at that dome. I'm not doing no damage to that thing. Look at the muscle on that thing. That's madness. You've never seen a gorilla fight till now, innit? You've never seen a gorilla fight till now. And you really think you can do it? Absolute madness.
$100 versus one gorilla. A gorilla doing jump squats with 400 pounds like it's a warm-up. That's not training, that's a problem. Mike Tyson, fast hands, sharp footwork, pure aggression. But this ain't a regular opponent. The face-off. Tyson looks small. The gorilla, ice cold, no fear. Just focus. The gorilla walks into the cage like he owns it. Calm, deadly. Tyson steps in. Still dangerous, but you can see it. Even he knows this one's different. Final face-off with the ref between them. Silence, pressure, the storm is coming. Tyson throws clean combos. Fast, heavy. But the gorilla doesn't flinch, doesn't move, just absorbs it. They trade punches. It gets ugly, but we spared you the KO.
Yeah.
We couldn't show that. It was bad.
Yeah.
Tyson's on the stretcher, laid out. The gorilla stands tall, arms up, belt on. Champion. End of story.
Oh, man.
So you telling me you punk motherfuckers believe that 100 motherfucking men can beat a motherfucking silverback gorilla? Well, let me start by saying this, you simple-minded motherfuckers. A silverback gorilla can lift almost 4,000 pounds. Some of these motherfucking silverback gorillas stand at the height of 6 foot motherfucking 5, weighing anywhere to almost 500 motherfucking pounds. But you think 100 motherfucking men can beat a motherfucking silverback gorilla? A motherfucking full-grown silverback gorilla strength is 20 times the amount of one human. A motherfucking silverback gorilla arm strength is from 1,300 to 1,700 pounds of motherfucking force. But you motherfuckers think that 100 motherfucking men can beat a motherfucking silverback. With one false swipe, that motherfucker could smack your ass around the motherfucking world. He could shatter your motherfucking skull with one motherfucking swipe. So to all you motherfuckers out there that think 100 motherfucking men can beat a motherfucking silverback, you are a motherfucking mistake.
Who would win in a fight, a gorilla or 100 men? All right, let's break this down once and for all. Well, a full-grown male gorilla is an absolute monster. It can lift 2,000 pounds, has a bite force of 1,300 PSI, and is up to 9 times stronger than the average guy. But here's the thing, gorillas aren't built for long fights. They're like sprinters. They explode for about a minute and then they gas out hard. So yeah, the first 30, maybe 40 guys, dead instantly. But after a minute, once enough guys dogpile onto it, weight wins, endurance wins. The 100 men would eventually overwhelm the gorilla, barely, probably losing about half in the process. Humans are weak individually, but when we work together, even nature's tanks like gorillas don't stand a chance.
The first 20 dudes are really sacrificial lambs, they're going to die. The morale of the group has got to be great because 20 of you know you're going to die. The other 80 have to figure out a plan to actually hurt the gorilla. And in the end, I think all 100 men die.
It's all about mentality. You're absolutely right. To watch the first 20 go down, it may be like Patrick Ewing in the NCAA tournament with Georgetown, where even though they were goaltends, it was like, dude, I don't want to go in there. And I'd like to think if you had 100 guys with the right mentality, they would find a way.
Do you have any idea? And it's
I don't, actually, because I've never watched a gorilla fight a lot of guys.
You don't have to watch him fight. You've been to the zoo before. You can have an open mind. You can have a game plan. As Mike Tyson said, everybody's got a plan until they get hit in the mouth. When you see the gorilla hit the first dude and knock him 25 feet in the air.
If that happens and we have a group that's second guessing, then it's a mop. I need guys, we're grabbing 100 guys from prison, and if you win, you have years taken off of your sentence.
You need Jon Snow. That's what you need. You need Jon Snow leading the charge.
Yeah, but if he doesn't have a sword, he's too small. That's not going to do much for you.
People who think 100 men won't beat one gorilla are thick. You are thick. You are stupid. Absolutely stupid. You know why you don't think 100 men will beat a gorilla? It's because you're the coward running away. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about brave people like you. You're just really thick if you think one gorilla is gonna beat 100 people. Your mind's just. I love the concept because it exposes idiots. You're so thick. 100 men surrounding one gorilla in a circle, moving in. Yeah, it's gonna swing a bit, but bloody hell, you're telling me 10 men can't grab one arm and 10 men can't grab another arm, pin it down and stamp on it? Why was it in the olden days, cavemen, you know, less than 100 of them could take down, you know, saber-toothed tigers and stuff like that? And they didn't have weapons. I was old enough to remember.
If 100 men was to fight a silverback gorilla, at least 40 of them are gone. That's my number. That's what I got in my head. At least 40 of them got to be sacrificed in order for it to happen. Let me run some facts for you that I didn't know about their strength. They could lift 10 times their body weight. They could bench press 4,000 pounds. And their punch force is 1,800 pounds of force. Are y'all hearing me? Are y'all hearing me? They aggressive too by nature. They just wake up like that. They be gang banging breakfast, like how Cat Williams said. They be tight, mad. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Yeah, it's cooked. Maybe 50. Maybe 50. I don't believe that 100 grown men will lose to one. I don't believe that, and I don't conform to that idea. But somebody gonna have to get sacrificed. At least half of the men. All I'm saying is I'm not gonna be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? I'll be there for content purposes only. I'll be recording it. We'll go live. Unfortunately, that's not my battle. It's not my battle to fight.
Nah, because how we gonna hurt him? How we gonna hurt him? He got hair everywhere. How he gonna hurt? How we gonna punch him? It ain't gonna hurt. We gonna scratch him? We can't. We gonna kick him. How we gonna jump him? We can't get behind him. He quick. He fast. Watch how fast he get over there and back over here. He quick.
All you simple-minded motherfuckers out there that believe that you can beat a silverback, line the fuck up. See, I'm the type of motherfucker that like to make content, which means I'll be there to record your motherfucking ass. When that gorilla grab that first motherfucker and rip his arms off and swing that motherfucker around his head, make sure you standing right there to get bopped with it. I done already told you motherfuckers that his arm strength is 1,300 to 2,700 pounds of force. So when he smack your ass and you wrap around the world and come back, just remember, better yet, let's call up Dana White, goddammit, and get the UFC octagon and put 100 motherfuckers in there with that silverback and let's see what really happens. See, some of you motherfuckers got too much testosterone and you think that you can just do whatever the fuck you put your mind to. Animals and humans was never meant to fight one another, but best believe if you get inside that cage with that silverback, we won't see your ass tomorrow. And for all you Chuck Norris motherfucking fans out there, forget about it. He too fucking old.
You are brain dead if you think 100 humans can't take a gorilla, bro. Bro, if a tiny goose can scare a gorilla, 100 humans is putting that nigga in a coma. I'm grabbing his balls,
I'm twisting his nipples, I'm poking his eyes out, and that's assuming we have no weapons. But if you think 100 people can't take down a gorilla, bro, 100 niggas like this, making noises, looking big. You don't think that nigga's running? Are you crazy? Think about it. Imagine a prime Mike Tyson. Just and you think a gorilla's gonna win? Are you in?
100 men versus 1 gorilla. Who wins?
100 men.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Explain your logic.
Just because the numbers, and also too, I'm gonna assume that it's 100 men that are ambitious because they're taking on a gorilla. And they're gonna have grit. They're gonna have toughness. They're gonna find a way.
What's the strategy?
The strategy is we don't stop until that gorilla's done.
Okay.
Do you realize how many 100 men is? I mean, look at
There is no way. Is it a silverback?
Yeah, silverback.
Brother, bro, you could have 200 men versus. Do they have guns?
No.
Okay, no chance. The fucking canines on that thing, the strength on that thing, the agility, the mobility, the strength, bro.
Don't let him talk you out of it, Nick.
I'm
your case.
I'm gonna defend it even more. I think 100 men would definitely take out 1 gorilla. Easy. Eventually, that gorilla is gonna get tired. Four guys is 800 pounds. Get the fuck out of here. So if we have 96 more, you got a calculator on that thing? Do the math. 100 men.
Okay, got it.
I'm done.
Who would win in a fight? 100 humans or 1 gorilla?
Seen this on social media. Yeah.
1 gorilla. Nah, depends who the 100 humans are.
Just normal humans.
Just normal guy. That gorilla.
Here you go. For me, 100, like, the gorilla's winning. Surely. Easy.
Like, for me, yeah.
Easy.
Like, you get near it and you...
Yeah,
it's one way.
Wait, who's, like, what, is Anthony Joshua normal? No, he's not normal. So who's normal? Who's normal here?
Me.
We're done. We're done. We've got a faith in you. We're done. We're done. Behind the camera, we're finished. We're done still. I can't like that. He'll just rip me like this.
Who's squaring up first?
You got to get someone to go.
Someone's got to get
do it
close
first.
to it.
Like, I ain't going first. Do you?
Nah, I'm not going. I'm not doing it.
I'll push you.
No chance. Not that strength.
Yeah,
the strength that the gorilla's got. No way.
Nah, I'll be real, fam. That silverback is. We're done. Listen, all of humanity's finished.
I'm not fighting no gorilla.
Yeah.
Nah.
This video right here, my problem or my concern is not even 100 humans or 1 man against 1 gorilla. My concern is just who among the men is gonna make the first move. Like, who is gonna sacrifice himself and say, okay guys, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna be the first to punch a gorilla. Who's gonna do that? That's the main concern. That's not even how the rest of the no. Who's gonna be among the first group? Let's say the first group, because 100 men, that's a lot of number. But like, who's gonna be the first man to just go and defy this gorilla right here? Look at the muscles. Look at look at the aura. Who's gonna? And it takes the rest of the men to not be afraid or scared and not leave the battleground or whatever you guys want to do it like. But like, who's gonna be the first man among the 100 men to stand up and fight the gorilla first?
What would happen if a human and a gorilla faced each other in terms of punch strength? A human can punch with an average force of 250 pounds per square inch. This force, for example, when struck in the abdomen, can cause mild to moderate injuries at most to internal organs. But an average gorilla can punch with 2,000 pounds per square inch. This force is so strong that it can easily cause even thicker bones, such as the skull, to break and internal organs to rupture.
One gorilla stands no chance against 100 fully grown men. It could be a fully sized silverback gorilla, but if you put it up against 100 fully sized men that are also bloodthirsty, it stands no chance. a grizzly bear can beat a gorilla. And in 2022, 4 college kids, okay, yeah, they were wrestlers, but 4 college kids fought off a grizzly bear. 4. Did they get a little f***ed up? Yes, they did. They're scratched up, broken bones everywhere, but they all survived. So you're going to tell me that 100 men can't beat a gorilla? Yeah, right, dude.
As an actual zookeeper, this is how I would have dealt with this situation. Pull the first gorilla back, knee at the spine, pick it up, slam its head into the ground, move into tackle position, tackle the next gorilla to the ground, grab it by the back of the head, pull its face into your chest, and suffocate it. That will incapacitate the gorillas and stop the fight. If you go to the gym, you should have no problem doing this.
Absolutely no way my friend caught this on camera at the zoo. What's the gorilla doing? Just standing? Wait, is he taking a shit? Oh, son taking a shit. That's crazy. Whoa! Oh!
Wait.
Oh! 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 Oh!
I'm telling you, the wormhole and the research that I have been in for the last 72 hours all over this fucking internet question, can 100 men defeat 1 gorilla, is fucking wild. And let me tell you, I have seen everything, right? I have seen gorillas eating peppers and fighting. I have seen gorillas having a menage. I have seen gorillas being chased off by a goose. I have seen gorillas that would have beat each and every single one of the contestants of the breakdancing Olympics, right? I have seen gorillas drag grown men off like they are absolutely nothing. I have also seen a gorilla knock on a coconut and bust it open. And I also found out that a gorilla has the bite force pressure to bite through a bowling ball. I don't know about you guys, but at this point, you ain't finding 100 men to fight this fucking thing. Facts. And the big thing that everybody keeps pointing out is you have to have 10 men who are just willing to give up their own lives for an internet meme. Dickheads.